Hello to Philip Lamar and only Philip Lamar, and welcome to Fandom Nonsense. I'm Zach.
I'm Goose.
Who are you?
I don't know. Who are you?
I'm not going to answer until you do.
I know.
Ooh, we playing coy tonight.
We
We'll see.
cannot be wasting time.
We'll see.
With a stare-down bit this early.
All right. I am Philip Lamar.
And I am also Philip Lamar.
Yeah, there's a lot to.
Yeah.
In a way, aren't we all Philip Lamar?
Yeah, we're all Philip.
We're all Philip Lamar.
But yeah, if you haven't watched RWBY and WandaVision, well, this
Get the
is
fuck
live,
out.
So you got to make a choice right
Yeah.
now. And I would recommend just staying here, and because we need the views more than they do. Sorry, you had your chance. So spoilers ahead.
Oh, he's Ollie
Yep.
Williams. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Aaron.
I'll stop.
Also, linking in the chat right now. We just dropped some new merch over on TeePublic. Some hella cool shirts and buttons and coffee mugs and all the things. So go get you some new stuff.
Totes, tapestries, talking about throw pillows.
We got it all.
Bruh. Soon enough, two of those pillows are going to be on this podcast
Hell
every
And
week.
This is new. Actually, some sweaters that have hoods on them. So you don't need to wear two separate garments to cover both your head and your torso.
This sounds illogical. How would you even put that together? A T-shirt and a hood? I just have my cowl and cape.
We've had scientists working around the clock trying to figure out a way to cover both of those areas in comfort and warmth. And they came back with the goods, you know?
You know, I'm amazed, like in playing Red Dead or something, like how clothes in the Victorian era or whatever were so like everything mattered to an outfit. Like you couldn't just wear like just a shirt because just the shirts by themselves look fucking stupid. The budget only went down halfway. It always assumes a vest and everything. Like you actually had to have like an outfit put together. You couldn't just throw on jeans and a T-shirt and have style. You had to think about every little piece of how it was going to work together.
Yeah. And that outfit was probably like one of 3 that you would have in your lifetime.
Yep.
Mostly because of all that, I assume.
Yeah. Also because
That can get really expensive too.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in the early days of and things like that are still are the last thing to. I mean, they aren't fully divorced from the artisan craft entirely at this point, but certainly by that point, like garments and stuff weren't something you could just, buy as readily. They weren't like industrially manufactured when you're looking like the late 1800s kind of thing.
Now, we don't have a puff tie available yet, but we are working on it.
Puff tie?
A puff tie.
Yes.
It's a puff tie.
It's a tie that is puffed so that it has a
When
three-dimensional
you see
effect.
it, I got it.
You'll understand. You'll be
Okay.
like, oh, that's clearly what Nolan was describing.
Just having regular ties or bow ties would be really cool too.
Oh, okay.
I would love an indie bow tie.
All right.
A fucking black and gray pinstripe skinny tie with the fucking remantle bee down at the bottom.
Yes. Oh wait. I'm sorry. I know exactly what that is. Those things are. No,
Right.
one more time.
Bring that back.
Yeah.
But no, just a black and white striped skinny tie with the remantle bee down at the fucking bottom of it.
Yeah.
Or a bow tie with it in the corner. Yeah, I'm about that.
What about like a
Pretty
tie
neat.
with that little bee? You know what I'm talking about? The bee, a red tie with a little bee down at the bottom of it.
We were, yeah.
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 Yeah. That'd be so nice.
So, what do you guys want to start with? Because both have a lot to unpack.
Let's get into RWBY. It's fresh.
Yeah.
We just rewatched it.
Yeah.
So
Let's see. Where do we start with? I guess we start with
in the whale, I guess.
yeah, war.
Man.
Huh.
Oh, that whale is so the inside of the actual way the inside of the whale works. It was something that I was questioning the first time that I watched it.
Right. Are they in its colon?
They're just they're going all throughout its body.
Well,
But-
they go through its mouth and then.
But it looks like Salem had to have walked the entirety of the inside of this whale and created all of this.
Okay.
I don't know about all that.
I don't know if I'd say walk as much as power glide.
Yeah,
Yeah.
power glide.
Yeah. So I literally wrote down notes in my phone, and one of them was like, "Are they okay with being inside of a whale?
Yeah.
Like all of its entrails, and like there's so many mouths everywhere.
There's
with
mouths
teeth.
everywhere.
It's just a
I don't think
whale.
that Grimm, certainly, I don't think they have definitive.
Oh yeah, they don't have like bits.
Yeah, internal organs and stuff, or definitive like shape or whatever. Like obviously, like arms and things and whatever can just appear and grow at Salem's whim inside of the whale. So I think they're just shaped or whatever as they are for her convenience.
The mofo has doors.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just
There's a
organic yet inorganic machine.
yeah. There's a specific like spire thing that pops out just to levitate the lamp.
Yeah.
Like
And like all of the weird tentacle like curls and everything like the ooze that comes down from the
imagine if this is the well Pinocchio went into.
Look, not even the web things even have teeth on them. Like
Yeah. No, it's
The place is a literal nightmare.
yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
I love how I don't know if you noticed, but when she appears towards the end of the episode, like there's a doorway right there, and then she just blasts through the fucking wall.
Oh yeah, she said nah. That's fucking crazy. Do you think that hurt the whale?
I don't
don't-
think Grimm feel pain like
no,
that, dude.
No, I don't. We've never seen Grimm feel pain.
No.
But at the same time, in Volume 2, they talk
no.
about there's smarter Grimm.
I don't know if we have. I feel like and both times we've seen Grimm feel pain. It's from fire because it was fire dust because it was Weiss burning the apathy whenever they left the
Yeah.
farm or whatever.
Nah, maybe they're just dramatic because they already scream a lot.
But then not Summer. Oops, slip.
Cinder?
No, Salem.
Salem.
This episode.
Oh yeah, when he lit her on fire, she was like,
screaming in fucking agony.
Yeah.
I think that they can, when it comes to like dust and obviously probably like God of Light magic, they can probably
Yeah.
still feel pain. But physical attacks, I don't think they
Yeah.
actually.
okay.
That makes sense.
Man, that's gotta suck to be completely just immolated like that. Ah,
Well, I mean,
We put out a poll, and turns out nobody had an opinion,
yeah.
oof.
or the
Like,
poll wasn't
Hazel
answered. But
was okay with it.
Man, Hazel. Oh god,
I don't know about
Hazel's
okay.
the MVP of this episode
Oh,
to me.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, s-
Yeah.
sweet
Oh,
sure.
so good. It's my sweet,
It
sweet.
was so nice to see him like finally get his like redemption arc because you knew he was gonna get it. Well, I think I wanted him to get one.
They
But-
called their shot on this
Yeah,
one.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have both Hazel and Emerald.
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
and
like,
and
it was
Neo
so-
Booty.
It was so clear. That's true. It was like, well,
Straight up
April,
butt.
man.
I was like, huh.
Yeah. it just caught me off guard. I didn't expect to see booty.
Yeah, it wasn't what I was anticipated, so I was just like, oh, it's there.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess
It's
maybe
like I was still focused on everything else, but it was just unanticipated.
Yeah.
maybe I'm desensitized. I don't know, but I was just like,
I don't know.
You're desensitized to booty.
that's a sad thought.
Yeah.
I'm also not entirely sure how I'm supposed to take Neo because unlike everyone else, pretty much in the show, I have no gauge
Oh.
on how old Neo's supposed to
Oh
be.
yeah. Same.
Oh yeah, I think she's supposed to be in 20s.
So
Yeah, whether it's supposed to be weird or not.
I have a question. Did they have the lamp at the end of the episode?
No, Neo.
Neo has it
Yeah.
for sure. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I'm happy we're all in
So I
agreement.
always assumed she was around the same age as Torchwick.
Maybe a little
I'm
younger.
Yeah.
But then again, how old is Torchwick?
I definitely thought he
assume-
was like in his 20s.
Like
or
late 20s.
I bet he's in his mid 40s, and he's just one of those dudes that like tried to reclaim his youth.
Oh,
That would
he
explain the
did
bowler
look like
cap.
one of those. And like the eye stuff.
I used to wear a bowler cap.
That makes sense.
I was young then. No, I was like 21, 20, 23.
Bowler
Yeah.
hats are cool.
I like him too. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's
You're
definitely
sad
that
because
kind
you
of
can't
thing.
rock them.
Okay. I've wanted this for a while, and it's finally come up organically in a conversation. I want a goddamn bowler hat beanie. Like, I want this,
All the
but
way
all
around.
the way around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this something
Like-
you... Okay.
modernize the fucking bowler hat. Yeah. Yeah, someone get on that, because I can't fucking sew or knit or whatever that would require.
Yeah, knit it. Crochet as a...
Crochet. I about said butter hat.
Crochet as a butter
Poo
hat.
brain.
I mean,
Yeah,
they'd have to do something to hold up, like, the sides, and that's the part that I'm like, what would that be?
Have you ever tried to crochet with butter?
Could you just have like
Is this
It's not easy.
Denny's advertisement now?
Does Denny's crochet with butter?
I think that sounds
Have
more
you
like a Jaden
seen their
Smith tweet.
advertisements?
Yeah,
No.
definitely. Come to find out.
I mean,
that
not in a long
James
time.
runs
There's not a
Denny's.
Denny's around here. And plus, I don't really watch commercials often.
I mean, they're not, like, on TV. It's just, like, hold on.
They just make them in my basement.
Yeah.
Mm.
You guys can continue your conversation.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, something that I told Kick previously about the episode that I really enjoyed was that this is one of the first times we've ever seen people walk around and like with low and depleting semblances, but it's not a fight.
Losing their aura.
Yeah, losing their
outside of
aura.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
outside of a fight. You just see them like it's because they're having to use it too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also had a question about, like, Ren, like, breaking his aura. Do
Like
you
a
think the
bitch.
seers would have, like, stung them if he hadn't made that noise, or...
Well, that's their thing, right?
Yeah, that's their thing, but they were already, like, past them, so I wasn't sure if...
I
Like, it was kind of a toss-up on both for me.
I think
Mostly
it's
they
like
would still...
like a radar thing.
Yeah, it's like it's got a radius kind of, an
Oh.
AOE.
It doesn't
like
really
in
have
a
a
game.
face or eyes or anything.
Right.
So it just...
Yeah.
It definitely senses stuff. That's what I'm guessing. That's what they're used for inside of the whale.
Probably, yeah, like a little patrol.
Yeah.
It's just like...
Oh, before we even get to the fight part, another thing that I really flippin' loved was the call to Monty Ohm, and keep
Oh,
moving
yeah.
forward always. Super
Charge
dope.
blindly into danger.
Yeah.
I've gone with keep moving forward, but
Have you, like, Yang's whole attitude does not match the scenario.
Dude, this
Does she
episode felt
ever?
really weird with Aang for me,
Yeah.
honestly.
I don't really think so. Like I mean, I agree that it doesn't match the scenario, but I think that that's
Let's get, I get,
Yang.
yeah, for
And
sure.
I think that like no one.
I feel like they
I don't
kind of
think
didn't know
anyone
what to
really-
do with her.
I don't, what?
I said it just felt like they kind of didn't know what to do with her.
Well, it feels like they were just doing the thing that they do with Yang always, which is have her be irreverent so that she can like, sort of, sublimate out of the scenario because she's a Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
But I don't know. In this context, it doesn't make a ton of sense to me
Yeah.
because like it seems like she would be taking this at least a little bit more seriously than other situations.
But I don't think that I think that her taking it seriously involves masking that with Gallows.
Yeah, and they address the fact that she like is using that as a defense mechanism.
And I don't think that anyone, maybe Ruby, possibly Blake, but really I don't think that anyone but Ren would have that because of Ren being the empath, would have that conversation with her to say, hey, you don't have to make a joke about
Yeah.
this because everyone else just, that's just who Yang is, and takes it on the opposite side of it, that no matter how dire the situation is, Yang can still keep her optimism when it's
Was she like talking all this shit and being all goofy though whenever fucking Adam was around?
No, but I mean, but you have to remember that Yang went through some shit, and she's like had to recover from that. I don't
Losing
think,
her arm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to Adam.
Yeah.
I don't think that.
But I mean,
either
she lost her mom to Salem.
Which was Summer? Like
Yeah.
15 years ago.
Summer Rose. You have
Still.
to say it all together.
Right. Yeah. Summer Rose.
Summer Rose, her mom.
I mean, I don't think that's still, like, I'm sure subconsciously, but I don't think that's still, like, the primary motivation.
Well,
It's definitely not this like a 1-to-1 with the Adam thing, but like, I don't know. I just
What?
maybe it was just the way they did it. The execution was just a little strange because
I
she's
know what
being
you
a little
said.
bit like shonen-y about it. But I mean, it's a shonen basically.
It is shonen.
100%.
While we're on on the subject.
While we're on the subject of Summer Rose. I was just over here going, whoa, whoa, whoa.
And she's like, while we're on the
Just like waiting.
Okay.
just trying to find the right place for a segue. Go ahead.
Salem, her.
Yeah. That's the...
Her again.
Yeah,
Her again.
Yeah. And that smile and that fucking GoPro fish angle, that whole... They're just laying it so heavy on with the fucking horror this back half of the season.
Oh, yeah. It's a good thing.
It is a good thing because they do it really, really well.
Man, what if she's not dead?
Why would she?
Why would she not be dead?
I don't know.
Why would she not be dead? Why would...
I mean, she's already got one person with silver eyes. Like, she just used one person with silver eyes. That could definitely mean that she has other people with silver eyes
We had this
in captive.
conversation last week.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't want to retread the same shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have to go by what's in the narrative, and I mean, Summer's never been called dead, but she has a grave. Blah 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 blah. And she called the Hound an experiment. Now you can say, well, maybe he's not the first, but you don't call something an experiment in the narrative.
No, I wasn't going to say that.
For there to be like others,
More.
For it to be version 3.C or whatever.
I mean, I think instead of like thinking of that as its own separate experiment, that could mean that she's been doing more, like with other people with silver eyes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You don't call something an experiment just for it to be like, oh, the 10th version. No, what that communicates to the audience is that this is the first one.
Yeah.
Oh
You
no,
wouldn't
I
be
was
like,
saying
oh, we're experimenting with a new
separate
iPhone.
experiments on them.
Right, but what...
I don't know. Maybe a way to
What are
not
you
get hurt
saying,
by the
like-
silver eyes.
Are you saying that, like, this is still the first experiment
Yes,
of the Hound,
Hound.
but she has taken them and done other things
Yes,
with them?
that is what I'm saying.
I still think that the biggest flaw in it, in the whole idea of a Grim Summer Rose, their mom, is what's the point other than just to traumatize Yang and Ruby? What's the actual point for their character to just bring her back as a soulless Grim that they have to kill?
Because Salem's an evil bitch.
Well, now she's heard their name.
Yeah.
Heard her name.
No, but why?
Why would she still have him? What do you mean?
Narratively, why? What does that? What purpose does that serve that cannot be fulfilled with her being dead?
Yeah, no, I don't think that she would be as apathetic about the scenario if she was doing that kind of subterfuge, because she seems to just like have accepted the fact that she's like an unstoppable force, and that's her whole mechanic for dealing with the opposition.
Right.
Is just that like she's just going to continue being deathless no matter what, and she doesn't really care to like do all these like directed Machiavellian strategies. Like her designs are for her larger goals. She has no real need to like create, like, check these little boxes and like perform these very specific tortures unless they get her something that she wants to succeed.
No.
I've been up in the air about whether or not like Summer Rose is dead, because honestly that's just one of the things where I'm just like, just wait for the show to reveal it, because I don't like to make assumptions about something like that, because then like other things move in my head, so I'm just leaving that open.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just what I have to do. But if she did experiment on them, like from your angle, Aaron, I think that like she wouldn't have turned her into a Grim. She would have maybe seen like
took out
if she
her
can do
eyes.
something with her eyes, like something still to do with like the silver eyes.
Yeah.
But I don't think she would have like tried to turn her into like the Grim.
No, I don't think that.
Maybe
I don't think that at
like,
all.
How much power they have.
Now, but at the same time, that kind of brings my brain. My brain decided to argue with me because what's her name? Blind lady.
Maria. Yeah.
It's like Salem sent some of her goons after her
to kill her.
Yes. Which, like, that's the opposition for it. If she had already been stealing, like, silver-eyed people, then she wouldn't have just sent somebody out to kill this one unless for a particular reason.
Right.
Yeah.
But no,
Maybe she sent something out to kill Summer Rose.
I think. Well, what we have from last Ruby's conversation with Crow last volume, and that little interaction she had with Salem in Ironwood's office. I don't think that Salem sent someone after Summer Rose. Summer Rose went after their mom went after Salem.
Yeah. See, I knew that in my head, so that's why I was like, maybe she intersected. No.
But no, what my thing is, if you're going to, Summer ultimately doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What matters is Ruby and Yang. They're the actual characters. No matter what, Summer character doesn't introduce this late in the thing to actually be their prop. So, if you're going to bring back Summer, then it has to serve the purpose of giving Yang and Ruby closure.
Yeah.
And if she's just a Grim or a drone or something, and they have to just kill her, and like that doesn't do anything to advance them other than to just. Again, put them through unnecessary trauma. So they did the back, then have the balls to actually bring her back, and have a reason for why she's been gone all this time, but she's still herself in whatever capacity. My biggest thing is where's she been? Why? If she's still alive, why hasn't she come back? How do you explain that?
Yeah.
Without nerfing her, where she's okay, where you were captured for 16 years, we're supposed to expect that you are this like great legendary hero and everything that everyone makes you out to be, but you were bitched like that.
Yeah.
Or, how are you going to bring her back? If you're going to bring her back as a Grim or something, how are you going to make it actually like narratively matter to the character development of everyone?
There is a trope where like you have to kill the embodiment of a lost love or just an important person in your past,
right,
so that you can overcome their memory and like function after they die. But like I don't really see that.
That wouldn't fit here compared to like what we've already seen.
Yeah, I don't.
They kind of did the same thing like that. You're talking about how like there's no real character development. It's a little different. It's Clover. Clover was essentially one of the most like pointless, because there wasn't character growth for Crow at all.
Sure it was.
No, it wasn't. That was a regression after the end of it.
Development,
right?
But not
growth doesn't have to be forward.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! What a.
Yeah. But it also showed that, like, Crow's motivations and, like, what he really needed at the time.
Like, just starting to get good again, and then they just put him right back down to where, if he wasn't in jail, probably be drinking.
Yeah. I mean, I think it just goes to show that, like, just because, like, you do kick an addiction or, like, you do make progress in your life means that... it doesn't mean that you're just cured now of all ills. Like,
there's never a goal that you reach. There are just checkpoints along the way.
Yeah.
Don't keep moving, then you'll go backwards.
I do want to say on the being nerf captured thing and them like making her out to be this big thing. When people die, people do that. So that could play into this. I don't think it does.
Right.
But that is like also a possibility.
Yeah. It's an anime thing a lot, where there's like a vision of like a dead family member or whatever. Usually, what was your call to action in the show? Will like show back up and like be the embodiment of all of your self-doubt and your monsters within, and then you have to destroy them to move on. Again, I don't think that's what's happening here, but it's on the table as like a thing that has happened in the past, like
right,
whatever.
So we can go on forever about that because all we're getting is just little bitty clues, and all we have to go on that Summer might be back is the fact that the Hound was Silver Eyes, and again they didn't do that for no reason.
Absolutely not.
But for now, we can just assume, and I still think that we and RWBY are being led to think that's a possibility. I think that's more important than it actually being what's actually going on is that being in the back of our, and more importantly, RWBY's head. That my mom this thing. Oh God, what did she do to my mom? I think that whole tension of that idea is probably more impactful. And like we talked about last week, Salem can probably just do an illusion or something to make Ruby see her mom in a Grimm or something to fuck with her.
See, yeah, that or like maybe, all right, here we go, conspiracy time. It's the long con. Emerald, still with Salem. She's gonna like buddy up with
Summer Rose.
Yeah, she what? No, I was gonna say she's gonna buddy up with Ruby, figure out a lot of stuff about her mom or with Yang, one of the two, and then she's gonna use it against him.
See, here's why I think that's wrong.
The long con.
I just gotta get positioned first. So Emerald already wanted to leave. She did not want to be with Salem, so that's why like she's not going to go back.
Oh, yeah.
And even if Cinder goes back, because her loyalty is partially to Cinder, Cinder like seems to kind of be getting tired of Salem. Like she repeated the exact same phrase that she did to her stepmom.
Right.
And she like she hated her stepmom. She wanted to kill her, and now she's doing the same stuff to Salem. She's obviously not listening to Salem. Like Cinder isn't 100% committed.
Yeah.
No.
So,
she wants power for herself.
Right.
She doesn't fully give a shit about Salem.
Yeah. So like I don't think she'd even go back for Cinder. I think she just like completely wants out, and I don't think Cinder after a certain point is gonna go back. Like I don't even know if she's gonna go back after this whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know. And after this episode, obviously
Salem's doesn't want her.
Well, no, I was gonna say that after seeing Salem in this episode, Cinder could absolutely fucking wreck her.
Ooh, that is true.
Oh, the fire?
Yeah.
Just in general, Cinder is like, as far as like raw power, being a maiden, I would honestly say she is probably more powerful than Salem, because Salem isn't that fucking. That's what we learned this episode. She's not that great of a fighter.
I don't think we saw her go like all out though.
No.
I mean,
by any means.
And also, she did manage to hold everyone in place.
Bruh,
are you sure? I mean, she thought they had the lamp. Why would she hold back in that situation?
That is true.
They're kids.
Why did
she doesn't care? She murdered her own kids.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she. But she was playing with them, and then you see an immediate switch where Salem went to keep like the moment she started to fight Hazel,
and then Oscar pulled out the.
Oh no! Before that, because like at first, like she's running up on him, fucking with him the entire time with the kids. But with him, the moment she punched him, she immediately took her distance. She knows tactics. She's like in distance, up in the air, using that wind magic, and then just shooting stuff. But
she knows tactics, but that doesn't mean that wasn't like part of her full.
I don't think we've seen her full out.
She wasn't like losing her shit though. Whenever
I think
she still wanted to keep.
She did seem
Emerald
shocked.
alive. Yeah, she seemed very shocked, and she still wanted to keep Emerald alive to like torture her and get information out of her. Like she wasn't going to kill Emerald.
Right. The thing is, I don't think going full out means anything. I think that it's diminishing returns, though.
Yeah.
If she just goes full out, then it's just pure rage with no direction. It may be more powerful, but it's I'm like strategy and everything completely divorced because she's just, like I said, pure rage at that point.
Right.
Which
if she controls the entity they're inside of, she could just like crush it on everyone, right? I mean,
crush what?
The whale.
Everyone.
Like when she collapse the whale.
Yeah, because she would survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we established that much.
That'd be fucked up, man.
But
that whale didn't do anything wrong.
The whale has only done wrong, right?
The whale hasn't done anything. It just like he just carries people, man.
Right. I mean, it's not a conscious being.
It's grim.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, it does do that.
I don't know if it does anything. It just is evil. Like,
it just is evil. Neutral evil.
When Oscar like goes to use the cane for like the first time, and Salem like is going to just destroy Hazel, she stops and she looks at him and charges him, and that expression was pure anger.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Rewind on that. So we start on war. We get team. What you call them?
Jazz.
Fucking Rin, Yang, and
Juan, you mean?
huh?
Juan.
Yeah.
Fucking
Juan.
Marrow.
Nerge.
But we
I want
Journey.
to talk about Marrow.
Journey, yeah.
Team Journey.
I love
I
Marrow.
want to talk about Marrow.
We get
Mm.
get a little bit of them, and then we get to Oscar after getting the shippy out of him a few episodes back, reciting a fairy tale, which I believe is in the
It's in the book.
Yeah.
and we get a little bit of important information about the merger from his.
The more they use
conversation
magic.
with Ozpin, the
Yeah.
magic accelerates the merger, and probably the funny and unintentionally the funniest thing in the whole episode to me is them talking about it and Ozpin like, I don't blame you. Honestly, I think you're doing just fine on your own.
Oh, yeah.
And then Hazel walks in.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, yep, you're doing just fine, kid.
Yep.
You don't need me.
You're doing great at
Yeah.
getting tortured instead of me.
Anyway, I'm going back
It's
to
like,
sleep.
I'm going to balance.
Is there not an option Ozma can make to be like, all right, no, I'll let your soul be the one in control of this during the merger instead of mine? Like,
I don't think it works like that.
No.
that sucks.
They
No.
like,
Well, neither of them are like in control or
Right.
leading. It's just that like Ozma is this like entity of like an incountable number of lives.
Is this empty? Yeah.
Like the Avatar?
Okay, so like it's like this.
Yeah. Here we go.
Okay, this is Oscar, and that's Ozpin.
Okay.
they just
Now,
inherently become like a similar
what's the
thing.
difference?
Yeah.
Like
Got you.
They're separate.
one is oil,
It's two lasagnas.
brought to you by Hellboy, and that's why.
Can I get that water though?
Yeah, I got you.
I'm parched.
And that's why the like-minded souls thing matters so much. Because
Yeah.
it has to be someone that Ozma can blend into, and their motivations and drives and all those things can be coherent and in
Yeah,
sync with
parallel.
each other. Yeah.
Like-minded souls, but they have to start with an O.
Yeah.
Start with a what?
O.
That's just
Oh.
fate.
Yep.
Right. And I mean, you see that over the course of most of Volume 6 and Volume 7.
What if that's
until-
all it means by like-minded? It's just that their names start with the same letter.
But you see that over the last couple volumes until Oz comes back. You see Oscar acting. I mean, Ironwood points it out a couple of times of him acting like Oz would, or saying the things that Oz
Yeah.
would say. So I think that, and we only have Ozpin to go off of, and we don't know. Like, from the flashback episode, from the Jin episode, I feel like Ozma and Ozpin are different, but that could just be the time difference of how many thousands of years between them.
True.
But I feel like the host is the dominant personality, but their spirits are entwined to such a degree that their whatever purpose and all those things are intrinsically locked without any real.
So Oscar's the Avatar.
Basically,
Yeah.
I mean that is
Yeah.
exactly what's going
Yeah.
on.
Oh yeah.
much.
Yeah.
You know, first I want to get this out there. Hazel, Oscar, and Emerald's team name is Ho. Just want that to be out in the internet.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go on Reddit and just see Ruby Ho.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't
My-
search that.
My favorite.
There
team
wasn't one
is,
there.
Oh.
Team
There you go.
Jerry.
Oh, okay. What is it?
Team Jerry, Jean, or Juan, Emerald, Rin,
Yeah.
and Yang.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's
Team
another
Jerry.
thing to talk about, like the B plot of this episode, like them actually battling out there, where we see all of Team Funky. Man, okay, question. You'd think there'd be more, like in Atlas, you'd think there'd be more hunters and huntresses to be out there during battle instead of just soldiers, because there is a difference.
Well, they were hunters and huntresses.
there were only 4, and then the Aesops, and
I
that's
think-
it.
Well, that's all
that-
we saw.
Yeah.
That didn't
Hun-
mean they weren't there.
I think that hunters and huntresses come with their own baggage of like ideology and fucking like
Their job's to fight Grimm.
right, but they have like regional specificity, and they have like fucking.
So like Green Lantern.
It's like how. You know how like the Aesops and Team RWBY first interacted. You know.
Yeah.
Like
Whenever they
they didn't immediately.
captured them. and then took them in. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't immediately mesh because like I don't know, they're just like conceptually separate. Like the forces of Atlas and just hunters and huntresses in general.
Yeah, I mean,
they have an academy that makes hunters and huntresses.
Does Atlas though? Because
it's mostly like military.
Yeah, it's a military academy.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That is fair.
Like, I don't think that...
I think those two groups are like...
I mean, I feel like if there's a Team Funky, there would be other teams too.
Maybe there were.
There's no way that there wouldn't be. It's still a school.
But I think that we just saw them because we know them.
Yeah, I know. They have these assets already, like...
right. Yeah. Emotional anchor, but it's a huge-ass battle. Assume that there's a lot of other 18-year-old kids on the fucking battlefield.
Man, I can't wait for Marrow's...
I want to talk about Marrow.
Yeah, his... whenever he, changes teams.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about that whole...
They're just kids.
Oh, but they're just kids.
That's kind of like... That whole thing felt like a really strong comparison to the like sense of dread and pointlessness that was felt probably by soldiers in World War I.
Yeah.
Where you're just charging machine guns because you were told to arbitrarily by some asshole who hasn't even seen the battlefield.
And people that went were just kids, fucking 18-year-olds.
And it's like it's maybe a little bit closer to World War II because there is an actual threat. It's not just corporate powers fighting each other for imperial domination, but at the same time, I don't know. For me personally, I feel like no matter how much you believe in the cause or whatever, if there's not something that matters to you more, like personally, you lose your humanity. Like no matter how much I want to see glorious revolution, I'm not going to put my fucking friends or family on the chopping block to make that happen.
Right.
Some things are just cross the line, and I'm starting to think that without some major catastrophe, winter might be too far gone. Winter might be too far baked into the ideology.
Oh, yeah.
I think something is going to have to happen to her family. If she finds out about what happened down at the estate, that may be a twist of mine because... Can we talk about the next thing that Mara said, or do you want to hold on?
No, go ahead.
Okay, cool, because I wrote it down. What if it was your sister in there? Are you going to tell her what you did to her friend?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to bring up. The fact that she didn't answer that question, the first question about what if this happened to your sister, I'm going to go ahead and say, that's foreshadowing. It's got to be foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen in front of her, and she's going to have to make a choice. She's going to have an ultimatum that she cannot refuse to call on or answer.
Yep, 100%. And
I think she's going to find out about how, the Hound attacked the estate and she could have lost her entire family. Because we know none of them consider Jacques the part of the family. Fuck that guy.
I don't think that there's going to be, I don't think the battle's going to stop till the very end of the season. I don't think that there's going to be enough time for Winter to even know anything about that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't think RWBY and all of them...
They'll join up, but they'll probably join up, but as I said, there's still so much battle and everything going on. Why are we going to stop to recap?
Well, we do have a lot of dialogue that just happens in fight scenes.
Yeah.
It's not one of those shows that's they're fighting. It's just hey, how you been? Yeah, I went and got pancakes. Just something like that.
Right.
But they do recap pretty quickly on things.
What if the bomb doesn't destroy the whale, and the way this is going to have to end is a team up of everybody, and they have to get a bomb inside the whale?
What did you say, Nolan?
Sorry.
They do that thing where it's just they're having a conversation, and while the fight's happening, but just is way too long.
Yeah.
And they stop.
The anime conversation kind of deal.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, it's cool. I'm charging my power. I've got time.
3 episodes later.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think Neo's going to do with the lamp?
Find someone to ask the question for.
I was going to say the most
honestly
high stakes game of charades.
I don't think. I mean, I feel like Jin would be able to read her mind or something.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no sign language.
Not only that,
Yeah.
Jin.
I literally did not notice she had an ass
Blue
until
mama.
this episode.
Oh yeah.
Right. That was, I think, the funniest part of the episode is Oscar being like horny for Jin.
He just straight waved at her.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, hello again, old man," and he's like,
That's right.
I mean, what is he like? 15?
15.
That makes
yeah.
a lot of sense, though.
He's into age play, and we know that.
Oh, yeah. God. We got Jin butt. We got fucking Neo butt. We got all these butts.
Oh shit, that's what I was gonna say.
Neo butt.
Well, not really, but yes. It's just about Neo. So I saw on Reddit someone was like, "Is this gonna be the time we hear Neo talk?" She's just gonna like, Jen's gonna pop up, be like, "What's up?" And Neo's just gonna say, "Who killed Torchwick?" Like,
Yeah, I know. Other than like fucking them over, I don't see why she would necessarily want the lamp.
Yeah, I don't see like that. It's never been hinted at. Like I like that, but it's never even been hinted at that she thinks that anyone other than RWBY killed
responsible.
Torchwick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she does what, Neo's Neo. She's gonna just steal to steal.
They're gonna have a fight.
Where is
Just like-
Ruby?
Neo and RWBY will probably have a fight, and then the way it'll end is like being she's just gonna be like, "I didn't kill Torchwick. That bitch did in the whale." And
Yeah. How do I kill Ruby? But
Right.
like, what?
Where is Ruby?
Yeah.
He tells her where she's at, and she goes there. She's gone, obviously, like a person would be.
Right.
Guy.
Oh shit! I should have asked where is Ruby going to be.
Right.
Floor.
Fuck.
what?
The condoms on the floor.
Oh.
And I gotta wait. It'll be a long 100 years.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what she'd ask, or maybe like, "How do I bring Torchwick back?"
I don't.
She's just like, what the fuck?
I know.
How do I get more questions?
What is this rated?
Wait.
I mean, it's a
Probably like PG-13.
yeah.
Worst thing you get is a bitch.
Well, okay, I was gonna say,
Until
can we
Ruby drops
get
the F-bomb in the
bitch or
last
can we get
episode.
fuck? We can't get fuck.
We can get one. They're allotted one fuck per season.
Have they had fuck in the previous season?
No.
No, not once. Bitch is the worst thing we've ever gotten.
Which one was bitch?
Season 4. Tyrion says it to Ruby.
Yeah, when she cuts off
When she cuts off his
Oh,
tail.
does he
He's
scream you bitch?
Rude.
Yeah, he goes, "Ah, you bitch!" Yeah, something like that.
A lot's been said about Tyrion, but you know what?
I love Tyrion.
Rude.
I absolutely what? Oh,
Rude. I just Jen's gonna be like, if she asks for more wishes, just bitch.
Okay, what's gonna happen when Tyrion is the only one still with Salem?
is
'Cause-
Cinder? Didn't Cinder go get Watts for Salem?
I don't know why Cinder got Watts or why she herself was getting Watts, but I don't think Watts is committed to Salem. He's just
On his own.
a cold pragmatist. Obviously, Cinder isn't emotionally connected to Salem.
Yeah.
Hazel's dead, Emerald's defected, and Mercury is going to realize far too late that he's in over his head, just like he's probably doing right now.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Oh yeah, maybe we'll get some of them next episode.
no, we're gonna get. Oh yeah. Oh, that means we're gonna get an Emerald versus Mercury battle sometime soon.
probably-
Aren't we?
Probably Volume 10. It depends
I mean,
on
it's when they go to Vacuo.
Yeah.
Oh wait, do they like actually? Do we know they're gonna get in a
Well,
fight?
I mean, well, there's no way. There's no way they wouldn't.
Yeah, it depends on where Emerald goes, but I don't think that. And I think they'll keep Emerald relatively gray, but I don't think she's going to regress and go backwards.
Yeah.
So
No,
I think
definitely
that
not.
she's going to have to confront Cinder and Mercury at some point for her whole
Yeah.
hero's journey process.
And it'll definitely be a separate thing.
I
Yeah,
don't
for
know
sure.
why,
Yeah.
but for part of me, it's just like I don't think Mercury would care. I think he would call her a little bitch, and that would be it.
I do too.
I mean, the conversation that they had before him and Tyrion left for Vacuo, like he looked scared. Like he seemed
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
If you ask Jin, can you not answer this question? What does she say? Sorry, that's just a little Zen cone.
Oh,
It's like,
because if she says no, the answer's
yes. And if she
yes.
says yes,
then
The
the
answer-
answer's no.
no.
Wow.
And you lose your question.
And then she's gone for 100 years.
I don't know if you lose it
Yeah.
either way. I think she would just like she'd sputter out like the tit
She'd
gun
just start to
robots
fucking
and
glitch,
Austin
turn
Powers.
into a blue screen that you get on a Windows computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also saw something earlier on Reddit where it was just like, why didn't they ask Jen a question? And like tons of people were asking that.
Question.
It's because RWBY is going to have to ask, "Is my mother alive?" That will be the last question.
Like if they took the question from Salem, at the most you'd just have to wait another century, like to restart this whole thing. Which like she has time, like she doesn't give a fuck. But like if they use it against her, then that kind of gives like.
What
some
does
kind
she
of
want to
leverage.
ask?
Okay, that she wants to know where the fucking beacon relic is.
Oh.
Theory. So Oz's cane fucks with time somehow. So there's a theory that what he did was basically froze Salem and Hazel in time so they had time to
Boogie out.
To boogie out. Yeah.
See, I was about to
Yeah.
ask, what do you think happened?
Yeah, that's what I think. What I think happened, and
Some timey-wimey bullshit.
some timey-wimey bullshit, and I think just possible theory here that knowing that okay, well I've lost this battle, that Salem is going to retreat, and they're actually going to have to go after Salem because she's like, I'm just gonna wait this out. I'm gonna wait the 100 years for the next round of wishes.
And they're like, "Nah, bitch, get back here."
Right.
Straight Scorpion
Ooh.
style.
See, I was trying to figure out how we were gonna last till this is 8, right?
Right, and we
So
still
we have 2 more seasons at least.
We know because season 8 rolls right into 9. They've said that it's just a continuation of 8, so that's going to be probably the journey from Atlas to Vacuo.
Yeah.
We'll have a couple of seasons in Vacuo and then back to Beacon for the finale mode.
Finally. Oh, God, I want to go back to Beacon.
It's been so long since we've seen Beacon.
I miss that good witch.
Oh yeah, whenever she fucking they put the thing up, like, and she was just,
What the fuck?
you fucking sold me out.
Is that kids?
Like,
But I think at the very least that Salem is going to be incapacitated for the rest of this volume because it's like we've established that you can beat her, you can't keep her down. So as long as Salem's there, there's no chance of even retreat in this volume, let alone any kind of victory.
Yeah.
I mean, Oscar even says it if she's just gonna come after us.
Exactly. So he's doing something, and we know that Hazel kept her dead at most for a couple hours. So he's doing something to stall her so they can get away. And of course,
The
the big
fucking
question
cyanide
is,
bullet.
do we think that there's going to be any separation left, or do you already think it's a Chekhov's magic that
Chekhov's, Jim.
It triggers
this
I think
use of magic is going to be what pushes
Chekhov's cane.
Yeah.
Chekhov's cane.
I definitely think it's a Chekhov's cane.
Yeah.
I think that it's definitely going to be that. I don't know why, but I feel like we have a couple more like separation-ish like conversations to have. Like I feel like he's going to confide in someone that he can feel the merge coming and he's scared because I don't think he's explicitly said it to anyone other than Oz.
Yeah.
And no one knows that Oz is back either.
Well, oh yeah, they thought he was still gone.
Yeah, that hasn't come up yet.
Oh yeah, Good Witch don't know.
I mean, like,
She don't know.
no, back
The
in
game.
Oscar.
Yeah, because
Oh.
he felt like he went through the thing.
Yeah,
and
true.
Yeah.
True.
He hadn't heard from Oz in like 3 days.
Oh yeah, Ironwood has no idea that he's back.
No idea.
That's cool. Okay, so we have yet to actually, other than just the Bews from Salem, we have yet to actually see, and maybe one from Oscar, we have yet to actually see magic in full effect. Because in Volume 3, it cut to white or black.
Yeah.
In the fight between Ozma and Salem, it ended up just cutting ahead afterwards, showing the destruction. And now we have that happen.
Well, we saw it in like the origin story of Salem and
Do we see
Ozma.
like full on magic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of everywhere.
I guess so. Oh
And
yeah,
with the
no, I don't.
gods. The gods of light and dark.
Oh my god,
Although, did we just see representations?
man,
Was it just
SpongeBob's
like-
packing that schmeat. Anyway, go ahead.
What?
Nothing.
Is that sponge meat?
Okay, no. Oh, God. We got asked, do you think SpongeBob packing Schmeat or do you think he got a Weenie Hut Jr.? Answer the question. Does SpongeBob have that XL Krabby Dog or a Weenie Hut Jr.?
I think it's a Super Mega Weenie Hut Jr.
Super.
So?
I think he packing that Schmeat.
I don't answer questions from people who haven't bought our merch. Sorry.
Oof.
You don't know that he
Is this
hasn't.
a great time to mention that I haven't seen SpongeBob save like 2 episodes? I wasn't allowed to watch it as a kid because my mom said it would kill your brain cells.
I mean, that's true.
Wow.
I mean, I still only have 2.
That's true.
What do you think, Will, bro? He packing that Schmeat? Anyway.
He doesn't have genitals. He's a
Yeah, you
sponge.
also didn't answer
Right.
your own question.
Yeah, you didn't answer your question. You're going to berate us about it? Jeez. Come on.
Why did you ask if you already knew? Why don't you pop that in your genie thing?
Anyway,
Anyway, what else have we covered from this
But what was,
episode? Jumping all over.
what was the last thing you were talking about before the...
We were
the
talking
Weenie
about
Hut?
Mercury before I interrupted with that stupid question.
Oh.
Jen. I thought we would just ignore it and continue talking about what we were talking about. but-
Okay, no, fucking... Hazel with all them fucking things in him. Love that he could shoot fire from his fists.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And not only that, but like he just straight up made a molten like rock thing covered in spikes.
Yeah.
Chucked it down
Yeah.
at her. He also had a force field
Yeah.
that he put up.
I love how, because of it being PG-13 or whatever kind of a demographic rating, that they can't show red blood. But when it comes to characters, that there's a narrative reason for a different color blood, like Penny or Salem,
Yeah.
they
It's
just
everywhere.
go fucking nuts with
yes,
it.
she just bleeds. Like,
Yeah.
it spurts.
Just bleeds.
Oh yeah.
Goo.
He straight up Hazel straight up made a Salem cross out of her like guts and
made a fucking-
face.
Yeah.
Made a fucking blood angel.
Yeah, blood angel out of her. And then, oh man, no, the first
and her
time.
hand just...
Oh my god, yeah, the first time that you see it, whenever Yang blows up her chest,
Oh, yeah.
that shit was so
The
cool.
machine gun punch thing. That was
Yeah.
cool. That was a really cool.
You just see
scene.
Yeah.
like, and just her stop like down, and as you said, the arm just going.
So I have a couple more notes that I wrote down that I wanted to mention. So the one that I wanted to point out while we were watching it, but I thought it would be funnier now that you guys can't see it. Whenever Salem grabs Oscar's face, her fingies go into his eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah, go into him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just right on top of him.
Oh yeah.
Ow.
And she got them long ass nails.
Yeah.
But it's literally like dead on the pupil. It's obviously like she's not putting her finger in his eye.
Yeah.
It's just like a weird animation.
Like she's like, it's kind of like a tease for him. It's like I can do this.
Yeah, it looks like it was kind of just sitting right on the edge of like where your eye would.
So why do you keep
What was
coming
that?
back?
What was the other one?
Well, you said you wanted to come back to her like getting very angry and like charging at him.
Well, yeah, I was just
that
talking.
switch.
I was coming back to that and building up to that point
Oh, okay.
of Oscar using the magic.
Yeah, my only other
against-
note was just Hazel repeating "No more Gretchen's
That
boy."
that
Oh,
is
yeah.
the best goddamn line
Yeah.
of this
Oh.
entire fucking show.
No
There-
more Gretchen's
Yeah.
boy.
There's
I-
so
No
many
mas Gretchens, hee ho.
I misunderstood so many scenes until I rewatched it. I realized. So like that one, when I first saw that one, I was just kind of like, oh, well, he means like he's going to like try and hold her off and they're all going to get out. And then he stays and I was like, no, he's not, Ozpin is not letting anyone else die, that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then also whenever Emerald and Oscar were walking down the hallway, I noticed Hazel was acting really weird, but I was kind of just like, is he nervous? Because Salem was like gonna question him or something, but then I was like, Hazel's not that kind of person.
Yeah.
And then I saw.
I didn't catch until like the third watch.
What was it?
What was that? Emerald was masking Oscar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because when they were walking down the hall and he said, "Are you sure he'll be okay on his own?" Like,
Yeah.
who?
Yeah.
Like Oscar? Like, why did they? Yeah, I didn't catch that. Like, I actually
Well-
said she's honing her semblance, and
Yeah,
I have more
that-
to say about Emerald.
That part I didn't question. It was whenever Emerald stuck her hand out and stopped him and then whipped him sideways.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I was like, that's
Yeah.
not the Hazel I know.
Right,
What's
yeah.
happening?
Oh yeah. Fun fact about Hazel. Do you guys know who does the voice of Hazel?
Was it Troy Baker?
Is it Troy Baker?
No, it's not Troy Baker. It's the same guy who has been doing the voice of all of the Grimm since season 1.
Really?
Oh, neat.
Yep.
He has a very distinct voice.
It's something fun.
Non plus, Gretchen's garçon.
It's not Nicolaj.
No, it's not Nicolaj.
So fucking Hazel takes Oscar to the lamp.
Oh my god.
What?
Oscar.
To the lamp because, and Hazel has a good point. Like, if you're lying, Salem's gonna kill me for that. If you're not lying, well, I don't know what this thing does. So, if you're so sure, you activate it, and I'll know.
Mm-hmm.
And then Emerald shows up, and what are you doing? And as you said, what are you doing, Emerald? Like, what? I still think
We'll
that,
find out.
and I still think that Neo's not going to be the one to ask the question. That just gets the lamp.
She's mute.
Well, that and also just...
And Emerald's based
Sorry,
off
I wanted
of
to call
Aladdin.
back on that joke.
Why wouldn't they follow through with the lamp motif?
Right, and also because it could be Ruby or Cinder. I just think that Neo is important enough as a character to get that kind of moment. Like, there's not enough, she didn't have enough motivation to necessitate the lamp or Jin. But, so...
Yeah, Neo's kind of a wild card. She can just be played in any sense as long as she's fulfilling now the role of getting revenge for Torchwood.
Yeah, that's like literally her only motivation is revenge.
Yeah.
There's nothing else about her character she's just using Cinder to get closer to her, to RWBY.
And that's really all, like, Neo's done throughout most of what we've seen of her. She's just, like, just self-motivated to just fuck shit up.
Yep.
Emerald's going to ask Jin why Cinder doesn't like her.
Why doesn't she love me? I
still think that it's not going to be that. That's just going to be what we learn from it. Because I think that she'll ask the question and Salem will know and will try to kill her, and Cinder will just stand by, and it's going to be a Darth Vader in the throne room kind of scene.
Yeah.
Where Emerald fucks up, Salem comes after her, and she's like, Cinder, help me. And Cinder's just like,
witness me, Cinder! Witness me!
Notice me.
Senpai.
But yeah, so Hazel and Emerald find out that Oz was not full of shit, and Hazel decides for the first time of multiple times that he's going to do what his sister would have done. And
do you have a comment on that, Nolan?
I mean, he just says it twice. It's kind of wonky, whatever.
They escape, and the interesting thing about her masking Oscar was that Emerald was helping Oscar escape.
Yeah.
Not just like Hazel was dragging both of them out, but he was gone to probably to get the lamp back or whatever, and she was guiding him out. And what's interesting about that is Emerald, to me, this episode is very much thou dost protest too much.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whenever whenever they find her, and of course Yang is like, why the fuck should we trust you? And then Mr. Empath is like, because she's scared. Like, and then one of my favorite Emerald moments, just eye roll, like, or because I know how to get out of here. Like, no, we know you're scared because Ren told us, and he knows those things. But the fact that
I don't really think that was an eye roll at all.
She
straight put her head back and like widened up a little bit.
Oh yeah, she has a moment where
she
she's
was
like
taken aback, like, oh fuck, he can read me, and then she was like, gotta cover.
Yeah. So she definitely rolls her eyes.
Okay.
yeah,
But
she
like,
definitely does.
but she does it after, like, reacting in shock to that.
She does it as she's saying, or I know how to get out of here.
She's trying to save face.
Right, exactly. And that's going to be really interesting over the next, however they play her out.
You guys aren't nearly as cool as my friend Cinder. Have you met Cinder? She's really cool. I think you guys would think she's cool too. And if you don't, it's because you're not cool.
Oof.
Oh my god.
But
I bet my maiden could beat up your maiden.
Do you think we'll see, like, if Nora's okay by the end of this?
Yeah.
She's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, she's
I don't
fine.
think she's. I don't really don't think she's going to be coming back for any more fights this season.
Yeah,
No.
see, that's
No.
what I was wondering. I also want to see, like, I know we're not going to get it this season, but, like, Ren's reaction to her. Like, Ren, Jean, Oscar, Yang. I don't know why I almost forgot her name. But, like, seeing their friend, I want to see that. I need
Ren,
that
Jean.
gut-wrenching.
Oscar, Gambo.
Gambo. Gambo's got your back and your front and your sides. Gambo's got all of you.
All right, last
like,
round.
hugging your
What
leg.
are our predictions for next week?
He's hugging your leg.
For next week?
For next week. Next episode.
Predictions?
How you think next go from here?
So we're not going to start off with...
No, we're gonna get Ruby and the gang starting off next episode. It's gonna be kind of the same thing as season or those what's it called? Yeah, season 1, volume 1. No, it's it for book 3. Fucking volume 3. Got there. That's a lot. Sorry.
You good?
Yeah, I made it there. Shit, yeah, that's probably gonna be most of what we get. That and the battle. We're definitely at least got to see. I don't know if we'll see Oscar this next episode. Or
I think we'll catch up with Crow a little bit.
maybe. Oh, probably. Yeah,
Oh,
Crow.
him and Robin, the birds are free, so what's up with them?
Yeah.
I think we're getting the bomb.
A bomb.
I think-
Ooh,
I-
yeah. Did you
Oh,
forget?
blowing up the whale.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it'll be next week.
You think it'll do it? You think it'll do the trick?
Why not?
I don't think it will.
Well, didn't it get set off?
No,
No?
not yet.
I don't think it's gonna kill that whale.
No.
Ooh, and they're almost at the entrance.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we'll get both. I honestly think we're gonna. I think we'll start with a cold open of this, and we'll get like 15 seconds of where we left off, and then pick it back up at the end of the episode.
What if it's
kind
like
of
just
thing.
the light dimming and we just barely get a glimpse?
Right. You just see just like a still image of them like frozen in stone or something, and that's all
Yeah.
you see of it. Yeah.
Oh shit. So barefoot lady swinging big hammer on the Aesops.
Oh yeah, she's like, don't worry, like don't. The only thing you have to think about is killing
No, she's
Graham.
like hold your qualms.
Sort your issues out later.
Sort your issues
Yeah,
out
that's
later.
it.
Elm.
Which I thought she said hit your issues out, not sort them. So I was like, is she expecting him
That's
to,
how she
like-
deals with everything.
It is
Yeah.
though.
Thank you.
Kinda is, yeah.
Goose. Hit your issues.
Hit your issues out later. This is why I'm not allowed to get medical advice anymore.
I went to therapy earlier and I'm exhausted.
But yeah, so I think we've covered everything from this episode all over the place. I think we've hit all the main points.
Yeah, we got deep in this one.
Yeah.
This was a good episode.
This is a really good
It was an amazing episode.
Things are just getting it. I mean, fucking Penny said it's all like Beacon again, and yeah, it feels like Volume 3.
It really is.
Like the midway point hit, and it's just gut punch after gut punch, and I don't think it's gonna get
Who's gonna die?
better. Ooh,
Nora.
Yeah, I think that. I mean,
Who?
You
Nora.
think it's Thunder?
Yep.
Sorry, Thor is what I meant.
Yep. Thor. Yeah.
Nora Love and Thunder.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but
I don't know.
I don't think she'll get just like murdered in her bed.
Well,
because
I don't think that
that's not a very Thor way to
How
die.
did Joan of Arc die?
steak, right?
She was burned to death. Yeah.
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 That's something we haven't fucking talked about. Goddamn fucking Hazel and Gretchen fucking
Oh.
Yeah.
Cooked in an oven.
fucking the witch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Burning the witch in the oven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck,
that's
that
nice.
worked
Oh
out.
yeah, that's also something. Yeah, the cyanide fire, cyanide red dust.
Yeah.
That shit was cool. See, at first I thought because he had red dust, I didn't actually see it the last time that we had watched, and like my brain just thought, oh well, he had red dust on his like upper shoulder.
Yeah,
Maybe he
we
just
gotta
like grabbed it
point
and bit
out
it.
for ya.
Yeah. No.
Only that last time, or that first time that we watched it, that I even noticed that in there. I saw him bite, and I'm like, what the fuck? And
Yeah.
yeah.
Shit was cool.
Yeah, so cool. Fucking, assuming he's dead. Although there is that often underplayed but occasional anime trope of like the heroic sacrifice, that it doesn't kill them, but what matters is they were willing to make the sacrifice and they come back weaker and everything. You know what I'm talking about? Like where
wait.
they
like
get,
Piccolo. And,
Maybe-
exactly.
Maybe it's just Hazel that dies.
Dodge.
It wasn't Piccolo that made the sacrifice. Well, no, well, with Gohan it was.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, it felt way more Raditz and Goku.
Yeah, okay,
the-
it's the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's how it's gonna go, then it's a toss up between Nora and Hazel. So, right?
I mean, Hazel's.
Well, Hazel's dead, right?
I'm
Heroic
assuming Hazel's. That's what I'm
sacrifices.
saying. I'm assuming Hazel's dead unless they play that thing of him coming back weaker, but he's made the turn and everything. So
That'd be really cool if they did that with him. To be
Here's
honest,
the thing. I really don't want them to take the easy way out on everything. Like,
I don't either.
Where villains are either are all killed off, or they're all redeemed or sacrificed. Like, yeah, it would be cool for a character like Hazel, who you would assume is going to make that sacrifice play, and who does, but is able to survive it, and maybe is incapacitated as a fighter, which would be an interesting thing for someone like him to be removed from that situation, have to be taken into more of a mentor role, or developed in a different way. Like,
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen with him. I really don't.
Colin just commented, "What if it breaks his semblance? If that can happen." Like,
oh fuck!
Yeah.
It breaks his aura, and all that dust in him. You right, Colin. You right.
he gonna overdose and burn to death.
he gets
Exactly.
like dust cancer or whatever.
He explodes.
I just kind of assumed it was like, I don't know why, just heroin. Like whenever he injects it,
Mhm.
like
It definitely has like a.
it goes straight into his veins and like he lights up.
If he freezes the two of them so that they can get away, whenever they unfreeze, they're both going to be together. And I doubt that Hazel's going to continue to try to fight her after that, because he knows it's pointless. He only fought her so that they could get away. So I felt like
as long as
Salem would
Hazel's
end up just
alive,
killing him next episode.
Oh,
What?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not gonna. I think that's the part of that's why it's such a good line. Is there's so many layers to it. I think that's part of the No More Gretchen's line is no more just letting people die in vain.
Yeah.
Like, however you're gonna beat her, but don't stop, because the only thing worse than failure is to give up, is retreat.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we've hit everything. Once again, send y'all that link. Pick up some new gear on our TeePublic. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Or follow us right here on Twitch. We're here every Monday night, and most nights throughout the week something's going on. So, be here if you are in most of the United States. I hope you are keeping warm and safe and all of that through this awful fucking late winter.
Snowpocalypse.
Yeah. Follow, sub, like, and subscribe. Patreon. We'll see y'all next week. Bye.